Hello, teacher.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Hello, fun. My name's David. See you very well.
Yes. Can you hear me, teacher?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me. That's good.
And
Good, or how is the sound? Okay, fine. Does it sound okay?
sorry, teacher.
Can you hear me okay?
It's so. I can't. So loud. No, small.
Quiet. Fun. I'll see if I can turn up the volume a bit. That's any better? Better. Oh. 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 Can you hear me?
Yes.
That's good. I can hear you very well.
Yes.
Oh, can you see me okay?
Yes, I can see you.
Are you're Fan? You're Fan? Your name is Fan, yeah?
My name is Trung.
Chung, thank you. Okay, very pleased to meet you, Chung. Let's go on with the lesson, shall we? Chung. Chung. Good. Girls. Okay. I'm going to share the screen. So today we're going to talk about the news. We're going to listen to about the Rolling Stones. So we'll practice that a little. By the end of the class, the objective is that you guys should be able to talk about the news. What kind of news, where you find it. But my question for you follows. Where do you find it? For example, for me, I like papers online, current affairs online, like watching TV programs. How about you, Chung? What kind of news do you like to follow?
Can you repeat, teacher?
What kind of news do you like to follow? Like to follow.
Yes. I usually do follow the new in business.
Business news.
Markets about I think especially in real estate.
Right, to follow the market.
Real estate. About house, land, apartment.
Oh, right, in property.
Property, yes, property.
So you're interested in business?
Yes.
Especially views about the property market.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds. And you live whereabouts do you live? Which country?
Sorry.
Which country? Are you in Vietnam?
Yes, I'm from in Vietnam.
How is the property market in Vietnam? Property market good or the property?
Oh, I think now the market is stand away because in the past the market very grow up and they have a problem and they stand there, not roll up because they too roll up too high and the rise is real.
Say that the market was too high, but now stable.
Yes, stable.
Okay. Stable now after market is stable now after being too high. Oh, market was very high. Now it is going down.
Yes, stable now after being too high.
In Vietnam, yes. Okay, and anybody else hear me? Oh, Enrique, can you hear me? Enrique, can you hear me? Oh, okay. Right, well, we'll share the screen. Item. The story, the news. We'll just listen to the recording.
Members of the Rolling Stones, from Wright, Ron Wood, Keith Richards, and Mick Jagger, are playing at Jose Marti International. Thursday, March 24th, 2016. Stones are performing a free concert in Havana on Friday, becoming the most famous act to play Cuba since its 1959 revolution.
Okay, let's take a look at some questions. Chung.
Yes.
Who is? Can you read the question, please?
Who is not one of member of the Rolling Stone in the image?
In the image, yeah. What do you think is the answer?
Okay, guys.
Members of the Rolling Stones, Ron Wood, Keith Richards, and Mick Jagger. You got Ron Wood. Keith Richards, Mick Jagger.
Ron Wood.
Who is?
Ron Wood is not member of Rolling. No.
Ron. You look at the text.
Yes. K. Rich. Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You think it says the members? That's people who are in the group, in the band.
It's Joe Marty, not a member.
Well done, very good, very good. That's correct. And could you read the next question, please, Chung?
What are the Rolling Stones doing on Friday? Performing a free concert in Havana.
Very good, very good. It's quite easy to understand. The Rolling Stones are the most famous act to play Cuba since
it's 1958. nice revolution.
The revolution, yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's just see what else. What about, I'll play the recording that's not there to play. See what they say. Play the recording again.
Members of the Rolling Stones, from right, Ron Wood, Keith Richards, and Mick Jagger, deplane at Jose Marti International Airport in Havana, Cuba, Thursday, March 24, 2016. The Stones are performing a free concert in Havana on Friday, becoming the most famous act to play Cuba since its 1959 revolution.
Chung, what do you think it means to deplane? This word here.
Deplane, it means they take a plane and they uprise.
Yeah, they're getting off. We would say they're getting off the plane.
The plane
Yeah.
take off.
Whoops, hold on. They're getting off the plane. And what do they do when they perform? When the Rolling Stones or any other pop group perform,
Is
what do they do?
It's
What
show. It's show.
They play, yeah, they play their show.
Yes.
Yeah. And it says they're becoming. Could you put that in your own words? How would you say becoming in different words to mean the same thing?
Becoming a message.
Something that's happening in the future.
I don't know.
You could say they will be the most famous act.
Yes. They will be. Yes.
They will be. Okay. And famous. So this is what do you think? This says the most famous act to play in Cuba since the 1959 revolution. The revolution was do you know who the president of Cuba is? Fidel Castro. Anyway, let's go on with this. We'll do the
Deplane.
Could you spell me deplane, please, Chung? D
A P L A N E.
Okay, this is very easy.
Performing.
Can you spell performing?
P E F R F O from M
Very good.
ING.
Yeah, your pronunciation is very good, Chung. Wait, what's your
Concert.
What is your level, by the way? Are you level 3, level 4?
I'm level 3.
Level 3. Yeah, you're very good. Your English is excellent. Can you spell out concert very quickly?
Concert. C E. Concert.
E.
O.
Oh, yeah. Well done.
R. C.
What would you put? CON, concert.
Concert. C.
C, yeah, concert.
E. R. T.
Concert, very good.
Revolution.
Revolution. R. E V O L O
Revolution.
U
Well done. Very good.
T
Yeah.
I N O N O O N. Sorry, O N.
Excellent. Well done. That's very good. You did very well. Good to. Okay. So, why do you think the Rolling Stones are they going to Cuba because they're being paid a lot of money, or why are they going, do you think?
I think they don't lay for money because they lay free.
I think it's a free concert, exactly.
I think they want to become famous in the Cuba. Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. They want to be famous. Do you like the Rolling Stones?
Sorry, I don't know this band because I don't love music a lot. Just a little, and I just some single or some band music.
Yeah.
Yes.
You can see they're very, very old.
Yes.
They were very famous in the 1960s. Okay, so what I'd like to do now is I'd like you to talk about some recent news that you were interested in, and I'd like you to say what the news was and where you saw it. Did you read it or did you hear it? And that's it really. Perhaps you could talk about some news that you've heard recently that was interesting. For example, I'm English, but I live in the south of Spain, and we have had some local elections when the Socialist Party lost the election for the first time in 40 years. So it's the first election result to be against the Socialist Party for 40 years. And it was in all the newspapers, in the TV, it was even in the international news. So it was important where I live. Could you talk about some item of news where you live, Chung? Something that you've been interested in recently?
Yes. Talk about the news, teacher.
Yes.
I don't good in retail.
Okay.
And I will tell myself.
How you tell yourself?
Yes. Or I think because what's your name? I think about the plan. I think last month in Vietnam, I watching the news. The plan in Vietnam when they plan and one of
when a plane landed in Vietnam or a plane crashed in Vietnam?
Yeah, in one is view of the plane for the plane and lost one view. Circle
so a wheel
view, yes.
A wheel fell off the plane
Yes.
when it was landing in Vietnam.
Yes.
Was anybody hurt?
Nobody hurt.
Nobody hurt.
In this case,
right.
Yes, I think very lucky.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
and
now.
Where?
Sorry, teacher.
Where did you see that news?
In the TV.
In the TV, right? Yeah.
Yes, it's so famous, and now a lot of information they post in the Facebook very early, very real, because now the develop in the technology and people use Facebook. I think Facebook in Vietnam can relate the TV because
Exactly.
On information on the Facebook have. And if the TV they have to edit the news, but in the Facebook the normal people can give the information with the real, and I think not real sometimes if they it's easy for them to give information with everybody.
On Facebook you can say whatever you like.
Yes.
But on the TV news, it tends to be edited by somebody.
Yes. Something they edit and they cut down the ring, the thing.
Yes, they cut out some information.
Yes.
And sometimes the news on Facebook is more complete.
Yes.
What other apps do you think are good for news?
App, I think BBC.
The BBC.
Yes.
Ah, okay. Do you see the BBC in Vietnam?
It's not in legal in Vietnam. But
not legal.
Not legal. But I usually watching on the internet.
Yes, we do the same thing. We also watch the BBC, but you know they have an iPlayer. They have an app called an iPlayer. I'll put it. You know this app, iPlayer?
Yeah.
Quite good.
It's application, yes.
It's an application by the BBC, and you get the radio, the TV, and when you to talk about this the plane accident in Vietnam, which was the airline? The airline, was that Vietnamese a Korea?
No, it's a private company in Vietnam. It's a Vietjet. Vietjet Airlines. Vietjet. It's a small company. I think it's a cheap service.
A low cost airline.
Yes, local airlines.
It was a low cost airline.
Yes.
It was a low cost airline. Whoops.
Yes, it were low cost airlines.
Airline, yeah.
Yes.
Airline. Although I guess it's always a risk, isn't it? We have some famous low cost airlines in Europe. We have EasyJet, Ryanair. You have EasyJet and Ryanair. Yeah. I guess you don't have them. No.
Oh, sorry, teacher. Is it easy to buy the tickets in your tickets in airplane in your countries?
Very, very easy. Yes, you can buy them online. You can buy them on your computer, on the phone. You can go to an office. It's very easy to buy the tickets.
Yes.
Sometimes they're very cheap. Sometimes they're quite expensive.
Yes.
Is it easy to buy tickets in Vietnam?
Yes. I think with me, yes, because I love technology, and I can buy the ticket with the online, by the website. But some people, they don't know how to buy in the internet, because they don't, for some old people, they don't use they can use the internet, and
yes,
they don't know the I think that it's internet banking, and we have to have internet banking for buy this.
Yes. Yeah, I think internet banking is very quick and very efficient.
Yes.
So what else could we say? When you're you mentioned that you're interested in the property market. Do you work in the property market?
No, now I work in logistics.
In logistics, right?
Yeah.
Logistics.
But now I love in property because I think property is the needed always, because people always need the life for living, and
Yes.
I want to try to do in property markets.
And would you be in construction or would you be in selling?
Selling.
In
Selling
right.
and renting.
And in Vietnam, is it very popular to rent a flat, or do people prefer to buy their flats?
I think in Vietnam, people usually to buy the flat.
They prefer to buy.
Yeah, they don't. Just some people don't have money and they have to rent. If they don't have money enough for buys.
Yeah, yeah.
And some people can loan the bank for buying. They just have I think a half of money and they can buy the house, and the bank will be give their money with some interest.
Yeah, we call it when the bank gives you money to buy a property, we call it a mortgage. Do you know this expression, a mortgage?
Can you write for me? Mortgage. What is called mortgage, teacher?
A mortgage is a type of loan. It's when a bank lends money for a property and they say, okay, I give you some money and
yes.
They give you the money to buy the property and they say, if you pay back the money, that's okay.
Yeah.
If you don't pay the money, we get the property.
Yes.
So
and they will keep the documentary of the fund of the house of document in house. What is it called, teacher?
What is the what?
Document of the house.
Oh, the documents of the house would be called the title. Title to the property.
Title.
The title, yeah.
Title.
Those are what we call the documents.
Yes.
And so the bank says, I'll give you the money, you pay me back, you pay me so much every month.
Yes.
Every month you make a payment. If you stop making the payments, we get the property. So it's the loan is secured. It's a secure loan. Anyway, it's quite a complicated idea. And well, I think that's good. In Vietnam, when people want to to buy or rent a property, do they look at a website or do they look somewhere else?
I think.
Do they look online?
Both of them, and some people looking for the internet, and some people look in real markets. But I think real markets is better because the information on the internet is not real, and
it's not right.
Yes, okay. Because some people they borrow or they copy the information and they repost, and it's not real.
Yeah. So most people look at the internet, but sometimes the internet has information that is not correct.
Yes.
And people make mistakes that way. Okay. Well, that's very good. Your English is excellent, Chung. Well done. And we talked a bit about the news and where you get it from, and you described the sort of news that you're interested in. If you take a look online, there's a website that might be interesting for you to look at to practice your English. I think it's called Rightmove. You could take a look at this website. It might be interesting to practice your English.
Rightmove, yes.
Okay, well, it's great to meet you, Chung. Your English is terrific. Well done.
Yeah, thank you, teacher.
We've come to the end of the lesson, and we finished the lesson, really. So keep practicing your vocabulary to do with property. It's good.
Yes, thank you, teacher.
Okay, very nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Yes, bye, teacher.
Bye. Bye.